Thank you so very much for joining us this afternoon on the JohnMayaki Show. We want to thank you for all the support, and we are also sorry for commencing this program behind schedule. Okay. Nigeria, there are a lot of challenges here and there, network issues and some technical glitch around the system. We're so sorry for commencing this show very late. We promised you 4 o'clock. Unfortunately, we are starting about 10 minutes to 5. We're so sorry. Today's show, we're going to be discussing those aspirants that have been eyeing the president's seat. They've been declaring their interest, and one of them is good at divisive politics. This guy is a minister. The Minister for Transportation is good at divisive politics. He is Rotimi Amaechi, the Dan Amana of Daura. You know that the Dan Amana of Daura is the most trusted guy in Daura. That is the chieftaincy title he got about 2-3 months ago, about a month ago. He was the minister last week. Who dodged questions about his presidential ambition. He dodged the question. He simply was going to say he's not going to contest, and then today the minister will be contesting. He told us during a Thanksgiving ceremony last weekend that he would be contesting. And so today, this super minister who is planning to rule us, but whose words can be taken with a pinch of salt, seems not sincere. On the JohnMayaki Show, we'll be discussing the topic, the deceitful Thanksgiving of the divisive presidential aspirant. The deceitful Thanksgiving of the divisive presidential aspirant. You see, Rotimi Amaechi is a likely fellow. In fact, very comical, very humorous, nice guy. But if you want to go, you see, Nigerians should be taken seriously for once. We should be taken seriously for once. You don't play on our intelligence. Nigerians are, we should trust ourselves. You can't be planning to govern Nigeria and you tell us one thing now, whereas you're doing a different thing. That is divisive. That's divisive. I mean, the last weekend in Port Harcourt, where Minister Amaechi became an athlete, he told his visitors and his guests that he was very fit and capable of running the pitch. I mean, a Thanksgiving ceremony. He invited some guests for a Thanksgiving ceremony, and in actual fact, he merely deceived them into his presidential declaration. He deceived them. But he told us, oh, I'm going to do Thanksgiving. God has been good to us and a lot of things. Did you see the banner, the posters that, look at the banners there, the posters. Everything told us that it was going to be Thanksgiving ceremony, and that the national chairman of the party was going to come, and that different guys were going to be there just for a Thanksgiving ceremony. Unfortunately, Amaechi deceived us, and he declared intention. It's good to declare intention. There's nothing wrong about it. But let your yes be yes and your no be no. Apart from that show of strength and ability to run laps in the stadium, Amaechi told his disappointed audience that his ambition was never a personal one, unlike some others. In fact, he was taking a jab at some other guys that his ambition was not personal. It's not personal. Unlike others who knows, what do they call them? I mean, long life ambition. Others who have ambition that have long life ambition. I mean, lifelong ambition. Lifelong ambition. He must be talking to somebody. We'll get there. That is quite interesting. Look at Amaechi. He said, listen to the minister. He said, my aspiration is not about fulfilling any personal ambition. It's not about fulfilling any personal ambition, really. So, whose ambition is it? We'll get there. I'm contesting. Amaechi said, I'm contesting for office because I believe that it is my moral duty to give what I can in the service of my country. That is quite interesting that Amaechi is interested in the service of his country. It's quite interesting. That is good. It's good to know. But not this way. When you want to give service, service with deceit is no service. When you want to give service, insincere service is no service. When you are not sincere with Nigerians, when you invite Nigerians for Thanksgiving and you are doing a different thing, that is no service. You should have told them, courtesy demands, that you tell them this is what you want to do. Nobody will stop you from doing it. Why do you cajole people into a declaration that ordinarily, some other guys would have even preferred to come for a declaration and not a Thanksgiving, but you deceive them into a declaration. Recall that the national chairman, the national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, told Nigerians of his plan to vie for APC ticket earlier in the year. And he told us that running for that office of the president is his own lifelong ambition. Lifelong ambition. And then people said, oh, you can't get it because this is desperation, this is all of this. But here is someone else who has no ambition. It's not a personal ambition to ever run. It's not a personal ambition. One has a lifelong ambition, the other has no personal ambition whatsoever. Quite interesting. Okay, it's okay. One thing that is yet unclear that about Amaechi's ambition, and which he must need to clarify in the course of prosecuting his ambitionless presidency, is that if the presidency is not his personal ambition, then whose ambition is it? The minister needs to tell Nigerians whose ambition is it that he is going to run or that he is planning to run. That of my father or that of my mother? Amaechi needs to tell us something that we don't know. He needs to tell us something. Could it also be that the minister has no personal ambition, except that those ones, some persons behind the scene, are trying to create and foist on him? I mean, thereby using him to actualize their own ambition. You understand what I mean? Is somebody trying to use Amaechi to actualize his or her ambition? Because since the minister is saying his ambition is not a personal ambition, does that not show that the minister does not have a mind of his own? He connotes a lot of things. The minister studied English language, isn't it? As in, nothing ambition on, nothing ambition for, nothing ambition on behalf of a clique. It's not a personal ambition. Now tell me, whose ambition is it? Some persons have argued that anyone without ambition, such a person is a failure. Isn't it true? Of course. If you have no ambition. So we used to call some people NFA, no future ambition. Could Amaechi, is it possible Amaechi fall into those categories? And that people without ambition have no business contesting any political office. They have no business. You don't have ambition. Then what are you contesting for? If it is true that the transportation minister said so, if it is true, of course, it's gone viral already. He hasn't denied it. It simply means he's not worthy of his person, let alone seeking to be president of Nigeria. It is the opinion of the JohnMayaki show that anyone without ambition is not prepared for leadership, especially leadership of a country like Nigeria in their need of leadership. Assuming without conceding that Amaechi has no personal ambition, why then is he into politics? He became, he was an appointee in Rivers State government. He became governor 8 years and then became a minister. He has no personal ambition. What is he doing in politics? Politics is all about interest. In fact, first of all, politics is all about self-interest. First before collective interest. So if Amaechi has no personal interest, Amaechi only has maybe collective interest. That is not sincere. That is not altruistic. That is not true. So Amaechi is a nice guy. I've always said so. But in prosecuting this his ambition, or he has no ambition, in prosecuting his presidential project, he must be sincere with Nigerians. Don't forget, it was the same minister who said he doesn't like money. He said he doesn't like money. We'll get there. He doesn't like money. He tells you one today, tomorrow is doing a different thing. That is not the type of presidency Nigeria needs now. Nigeria needs very sincere guys who can stand on their words, guys who can be trusted. Not the type that tells you one thing now is doing a different thing. A country like Nigeria, which is already lacking leadership, needs very serious, honest leadership. Amechi would have commenced his project with nothing but the truth, but now he started with lies. And this is even more so since personal ambition will be the first and only motivating force he will be needing for a project takeoff. For you to take off a project, the motivating force is personal ambition. If you have a project, if you do a project analysis, you must have an ambition. You must have a mission and vision. Amechi doesn't have, if that is what he's saying. This is normal in our everyday life, but not so with our super minister. It's not so. It seems Nigerians don't know what Amechi knows. You see, the lines are there. Please call us and share your thought with us. It's not something about me. It's about Nigeria. Nigerians are not happy about what is happening. The lines are there on the screen, displayed there. Please call us and tell us what you think about the minister. Three things are involved in that declaration, in that Thanksgiving declaration. Number one, is supposed to be a Thanksgiving, it became a presidential declaration. Number two, he has no ambition, personal ambition. Number three, he turned the place, he became an athlete on the field, trying to throw jabs at the president. We'll get that. Or what else do you think? When has it become out of place to pursue a lifetime ambition? So, if I have an ambition, and I announce to people, okay, let me take this call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Thank you. You're on to the JohnMayaki show.
Yes. My name is Emmanuel.
Your name is what?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Okay. Calling from where?
Yes. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Port Harcourt. Go ahead.
I respectfully, I want to begin by saying that
please speak up.
Disappointed in the direction of your post, of your live show. I'm very disappointed in the direction. And you are only trying to discredit the person of the minister. I think it is prerogative to decide when to tell Nigerians whenever he wants to contest, and not for any media outlet to be asking him whenever they like, and for him to answer them because they just asked him. Tinubu did not declare in any radio station or any TV. So you.
Hello. Is that all? Thank you so very much. If I understand the caller is saying what the minister has done is right. Amechi doesn't owe anybody when to declare or not. That is not true. As a leader, you owe everything to the people. You owe everything. You can't be on Channels television and they ask you about your ambition. You feign ignorance, you don't have an ambition. And only for you to invite people for a Thanksgiving and right there. In fact, not quite 2 weeks. And Amechi told us that if anybody wants him to contest, you should just bring the money. He needs the money. He said he needs the money. That Okiba lawyer asked him on Channels television, what about your... He said, no, he doesn't have ambition. Of course, we know he's lying. We know he was lying. Now, you then went to River State, Port Harcourt, your home state, and invited people for a Thanksgiving. Right there, you declared. I mean, what type of is that? It can only happen in Africa anyway. What else? When has it become out of place to pursue a lifetime ambition? Now, the lines are there. Feel free, call us and share your thought. If you think, oh, the minister was very right, please tell us and give us reasons. Except to say that Amechi has no dream, which he intends to pursue to actualization. I do not expect people without ambition, people who can't dream, people who derive pleasure in putting others down, to clinch leadership positions. I do not expect it, especially in a country like Nigeria, because it simply tells you that but that they are not really prepared. If you don't have personal ambition, then what are you prepared for? You are not prepared for anything. Be it known that all ambitions, firstly, are personal. They are personal. So for you to say, I have no, my declaration, your presidential project is not a personal ambition. Whose ambition is it, Mr. Minister? If you are not personally motivated to run, the minister, you are not personally motivated to run, then you have no business running. You should. Then what is pushing you to run? What then is the motivating factor to run? It means he has no plans for the position he's contesting for. There's another caller. We'll pick this call and get back to you again. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. You are on to the JohnMayaki show.
Yeah, Mr. JohnMayaki, this is Kolawole Lawal on time.
Who?
My name is Kolawole Lawal. I want to make contribution.
Please go ahead.
Okay. I can really understand why the minister really cleared his intention. You see, politics in Nigeria these days is all about relevance. So everybody is trying to create relevance. So the only thing he's trying to do is that he's just trying to show that he's just trying to be relevant in the political environment. Because if he just decide not to come out and declare, at the end of the day, he's nowhere to be found. So I think it's a welcome development. Even he himself knows that he has nothing to offer and he's not going anywhere. So that is all I have to contribute.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. The caller is saying, Mr. Kola Lawal is saying that the minister wants to be relevant, and so he needed to declare to people that he's also interested. There's no quarrel about that. He can declare, but the point I'm making, if you give me an invitation for a program, I want to expect that declaration ceremony, or especially for presidency, is a ceremony. If you are not doing a ceremony, then you are announcing to the world that it's a program that should be a standalone program. It's not a program you will do. Let me pick this call. Hello, good afternoon. It's evening already. All right, we lost that call. Okay, now presidency is about practical actualization of hope and intentions. Presidency is all about practical actualization of hopes and intentions. Anyone who declares to Nigerian president, anyone who declares to become the president of this country, and that his aspiration is not born out of personal ambition, is a liar. That is it. The lines are there. Feel free to call us. The number one is that you invited people for Thanksgiving. It became a presidential declaration. That is divisive. That is deceitful. That is a lie. And you want to lead this country. Now, number two is that you don't think that by running around this stadium. Let me pick this call. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
I'm Emmanuel calling from Port Harcourt.
Emmanuel, go ahead.
Amici is not a liar. He has the right to declare whenever he wants. And declared in Thanksgiving. So you go wrong.
Thank
You
you.
go wrong.
Thank you.
So thank you.
All right then. He is saying that the minister has not lied and that he can declare whenever he wants to declare. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. We have seen a lot of declarations. First of all, we saw Okorocha's declaration. Fanfare, ceremony, no problem. You must not do a ceremony for declaration. No. We have seen the Kogi State Governor's declaration. Wonderful. We have seen several other declarations. We have seen a declaration this morning by the Vice President. The world was waiting. Will it declare? Will it not declare? It finally declared. And it was, people, it's a standalone program. And it's not a situation where you tell us that, oh, you told people on channels, are you planning to contest? He said, no, I don't have ambition to contest. Oh, what about people asking you to contest? Oh, give me the money. I prefer the money. 2 weeks later, you told us of a Thanksgiving, and then you declared. My brother, Nigerians should be careful how to elect the next president. Nigerians must be careful how to elect the next president. The lines are there. Feel free, call us and share your thoughts with us. Because we think that every aspiration begins with personal ambition. And the minister said, the issues in this program is that, number one, it was a deceitful lie that a Thanksgiving is becoming a declaration ceremony. One, you invited your people, you invited your guests for a Thanksgiving, and people came. You deceived them. That's number one. Number two, you became an athlete in the field, and as in you are fit to run. You are fit to run, and that whoever who cannot run is not fit to run. We're coming to that. That's number two. Number three, that the third point is that you have no ambition. It's not. You don't have. It's not a personal ambition. Whose ambition are you going to run? Whose ambition are you prosecuting? Well, you need to tell us, Mr. Minister for Transport. It is on this note that I think that the minister started with lies. The minister started his ambition or project with lies, and Nigerians should be careful. The second issue from that event is that it was a divisive and deceitful invitation. It was tagged Rivers State APC Thanksgiving. We saw it as a decoy, just as to attract unsuspecting members of the public, just to attract members of the public, especially the Christian community. The trusted one of Daura. Don't forget that Amechi is the trusted one of Daura. Of course, it was a ceremony that was celebrated. Okay, the Daura community would have just invited him for just invitation, and when he gets there, and they just give him chieftaincy title, how will he feel? He was properly communicated that, Mr. Man, you are now our most trusted guy. Come. You see, chieftaincy title, our traditional law is going to create this, it's going to crown you, and you are going to be this and that. He prepared for it. He got there, it was a ceremony, and he enjoyed it. Now, you then invited people to your village, or to your community, or to your state for a Thanksgiving, only for you to declare for presidency. The trusted one of Daura. I'm afraid if the Daura community still trust him, I'm afraid that if the minister, as a decoy, just to attract unsuspecting members of the public, I'm afraid that the Daura community still trust him for presidency if he deceives people. I mean, they should begin to look at that chieftaincy title they gave to Amechi. I'm wondering if Daura still see Amechi as someone they can still continue to trust. Let me take this call. Yeah, we missed that. We lost that call. I'm wondering if the Daura community, Daura dynasty, still see Amechi as someone they can continue to trust. I can't trust such a person. The journey to presidency starting with lies, the journey to presidency starting with deceit in 2023, with what we're already going through in this country, you have another person coming to take over the reins of power, telling us lies, barefaced lies. No, we won't take it. This is not, this should not be taken lightly. I think we need to look at it. Feel free to call us. The lines are there. Feel free, call us and share your thought with us, so that Nigerians will be well grounded. I mean, we need to make good choices. If we must make the right choice, we must interrogate all the aspirants. We must interrogate them. We should. The Daura community themselves should begin to look at it, that the man they gave a chieftaincy title invited people for a Thanksgiving, and it became a declaration ceremony for presidency. It's lies. It's deceitful. It's divisive. Call us and share your thoughts with us. The event was tagged according to information on the invitation card, there were invitation cards, there were posters, there were billboards. The event was tagged Thanksgiving. I mean, it looks as if the chairman of the party was going to grace the occasion, because the picture of the chairman, look at it on the screen, the picture of the chairman was there, right there. The national chairman of the party, the picture was right there. It looks as if he was going to grace the occasion. Isn't it? The picture is there. But the chairman was not there. Other persons who attended, oh, Thanksgiving ceremony, the minister is trying, the minister is this, the minister is that. Oh, the minister came around and said, I am contesting. And like, those people who were not supposed to even go there were already caught up in that deceitful program. And so call us and share your thought with us. That is the level of the decoy. That is the level of the decoy the minister has become. That is the level of insincerity Minister Amechi has become. The man who wants to lead Nigerians in the 21st century. Look, let me tell you, in saner climes, you can't have what happened in Kaduna Rail Station, and the minister will still be in office. It won't happen. You can't have what happened in NNPC, where the fuel was contaminated into the country, and the minister is still there. Nobody, no head has rolled. People tell you investigation is ongoing. I mean, this is the only country you can get that. The minister lied. A Thanksgiving is for thanking those you represented, not fooling them for declaration. The minister lied. Let's be sincere about it. The planning of this Thanksgiving service must have commenced over 2 months ago. Must have commenced for some time. It was planned. Just as the Daura chieftaincy title was planned, the Thanksgiving was planned. Amechi knew he was going to declare. He knew it. He was asked, about 4 nights ago, Amechi was asked about his presidential ambition. He vehemently declared, having any knowledge, and that those calling him to run should simply give him the money. He asked for the money. It's on that. We will play the tape to you. It's exactly the same way he told Nigerians that God knows he doesn't like money. He told Nigerians, he said, no, I don't like money. The minister is a very, very nice guy. If you want to, comedians should find someone to get into that industry. I mean, very nice guy. He just he thinks he's very smart. But minister should go for sober reflection on what he has done. If he's a Catholic guy, I think he's a Catholic, he should go on a Saturday for confession in the church. And the Reverend Father should tell him to count some Hail Mary and clean himself of what he has done. It's pure lie. I mean, the trusted one of Daura, the guy lied. It's not the character of a leader. And he should apologize to Nigerians. What happened concerning the rail station in Kaduna? What happened? The minister hasn't done anything about it. What is he doing to release those guys? Yes, it's not the police. Yes, but there was no sober reflection about what happened. Those guys are still there they are still there, kidnapped. And the minister is not bothered, only for him to come around and jogging around the field, and he was dancing. I mean, you don't do that, minister. You don't do that. It's under your purview. Railway, transportation. Something happened in your own ministry, and you declare it. You can declare, it's fine, but you told Nigerian lies. And I think if you had conscience, what you would have just done is wait, see effort, do something about those guys that have been kidnapped, and do something about it. And pick this call again.
Hello.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from.
Calling from a distance.
Go ahead with your contribution.
Okay, I was watching your program live on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said earlier, Amechi is deceitful, he's not honest, and he's a liar. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, yes.
Yeah, you can't tell people that you are celebrating ABC's Thanksgiving, and you invite them, the likes of Oshomole and other party leaders, and when you get there, you then tell them that you want to declare for president. You should have told them earlier that this is what you wanted to do. You let them know on time before anything. Not that you just invite them to come to your Thanksgiving, and when you get there, and when they get there, you start telling them you are declaring for president. It's not done.
Thank you. Only in Nigeria, and nobody worries about that. Thank you so much.
I don't understand. If he's ready to contest for the presidency, he should be ready to contest for the primaries. He shouldn't be banking on the presidency to make him the consensus candidate. If he's ready to contest, presidential ticket is not given. Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, it's not given on. Let me say, this is my person, this is my friend, this is it. No, you have to contest for it before you get it.
Thank you so very much.
So the likes of Amechi should be able to consult the delegates, just like Tinubu has been doing. Tinubu has met with delegates from Bauchi State. He has met with delegates from Borno State. He has met with the former Speaker of House of Reps and other people. So Amechi should be able to do the same. He's acting like a coward.
No, that's okay. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, the caller. Now, the third issue on this show, still on the deceitful Thanksgiving and divisive declaration, is the third issue is that the presidential aspirant, Amechi, ran around the stadium to show his fitness. He did that before going on the stage to declare for presidency. So you want to jog around the stadium, you want to do some exercise. On that long robe, he needed to do that. Wonderful. Amechi, the guy looks so, he don't look like a serious, Nigeria, the problem with Nigeria is they have very critical issues, very serious problem. Amechi doesn't look like a serious person to me. People say Amechi was simply mocking Nigerians for electing an old man. People say, oh, he was mocking the present president, President Muhammadu Buhari. People say, oh, otherwise, you want to contest for presidency. The same position Buhari is occupying. And you know that your president cannot jog in the stadium the way you did. And you are trying to do that to tell us, to insult our sensibility, that to hell with you guys, you voted for him, he can't jog as you can. Some others have said he was mocking the newly elected national chairman, who cannot also do what he has done. I mean, everybody has right to their opinion. Or others believe he was mocking the national leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's okay. The question that comes to mind is this: is running around the stadium part of leadership qualities, or part of the requirement to contest for presidency? Shouldn't Amechi think through all of these before contesting, before that charade? Or he was merely taunting the president, just to taunt the president? What manner of strategy is that? Is that a strategy for Amechi to win presidency? Is it not true that many people who run athletes are also not fit? A lot of people who are athletes, they are not fit. It is not because you're an athlete that makes you a fit person. We have had many sportsmen and women who die in the pitch. What happened to their fitness? Or is it athletics? Is athletics part of the qualification for presidency? I mean, you need to tell us a lot of things. The lines are there. Feel free, join us. Tell us, what do you think about this aspirant, presidential aspirant? In this very election, 2023, a lot of questions will be asked. A lot of questions. Thank God for social media. A lot of questions. It's not 2019. This is 2023. A lot of technology has afforded Nigerians opportunity to ask questions, to interrogate power. These are numerous early pointers to the character of the person planning to rule us. All these issues we have enumerated are early pointers to say, look, they will come, check them, look, monitor them, listen to them, critique them. You need to probe them, whatever. You see, you need to ask a lot of critical questions about those guys coming to preach to us, coming to campaign to us. They want to rule us. I have done this, I have done that, but you are not sincere. You are a liar. You mean? I mean, he can be a good president, but what he has done doesn't tell me. I mean, because presidency is a serious business. And so these are early pointers to Nigerians as we make our choice of who govern us, of who lead us come 2023. As we come to the end of this show, we need you to stay safe. The country is quite not safe now. Anything can happen to anyone at any time. Nobody is quite sure. Stay safe. Don't be a tool in the hands of politicians, especially this electionary year. Take care of yourself, and bye for now.